Hi everybody, it's Uptown and I am back with another product review video for you guys, this time for a cosplay costume. This costume I got from the website Wig-Supplier, which also has a website called rollcosplay.com. This is an online company that has products like cosplay wigs and cosplay costumes for you to choose. They have a wide selection and I was actually recommended to check out this website in the first place by a friend of mine. Wig-Supplier is actually the website where I got my Viktor wig that you probably saw me wearing in the Christmas Victory Yuri on Ice CMV that I did a while ago, back around Christmas, obviously. And that wig I will be wearing again later in this video when I review the costume so that you can see them both together, because as it just so happens, the costume that I decided to get is Viktor's tracksuit. I figured since I'd gotten Viktor's wig from them, why not try getting Viktor's outfit from them as well? And then I can just have the complete set, because why not? What I'm really excited about with this company is that right off the bat when we started to figure out our collaboration together, they offered to take my personal measurements and make the costume in a custom size just for me. They didn't tell me to pick one of their standard sizes off their size chart or anything like that. I got to give them my measurements of my body so that they could make the costume specially for me. The reason I'm so excited about this is because, as with most companies like this that offer cosplay costumes for people to buy, they are in Asian sizes. And as a 5'9" tall American, I have really freakishly long legs and really freakishly long arms. And even shopping for clothes here in the US, sleeves don't fit me, and oftentimes neither do pants. Long-sleeved shirts end up being like this short on me, which is like ridiculously short, and it's stupid. Shopping is a very frustrating experience for me, let me just tell you that much. And so to have the opportunity to give them my sleeve length measurement and my inseam measurement, bless, thank you. So hopefully that means that this costume will fit me like a glove. Also, another thing that I always want to point out on stuff like this, because wearing this costume I will be cosplaying Viktor, who is a male character, and I'm trying to achieve a male silhouette. When cosplaying Viktor, I bind. I wear a binder, I flatten out my chest so that I can achieve a more masculine silhouette. So when giving them my measurements, you can bet that I gave them a smaller chest measurement than what I would usually have, because I'm going to be binding. You want to give these companies the measurements that are going to apply in the situation that you're wearing the actual costume. You'll be the most satisfied that way, you'll avoid any weird surprises with the fit. Better for everybody, makes sense. That's my piece of advice to you. So hopefully doing that has paid off, and we'll find out. So when they sent me the costume, it came like this. It comes in this lovely crinkly bag. It's got a label on the front that is in Chinese, as it was made in China. And what's nice is, while the measurement labels are in Chinese characters, so I can't read them, they actually have the measurements on this sticker, which are the measurements that I gave them. So that helps reassure me that they did do what they said they were going to do, and they made this costume to the measurements that I supplied them with. Just looking at it through this bag, I am actually really impressed with the quality and the materials that they chose. I was worried that they were going to use the sort of generic uniform fabric, which is what a lot of these companies use for pretty much whatever they can get away with, because it looks good, but it's affordable. But this material actually looks thicker and softer and a lot more like an actual tracksuit. Like, this looks like a legitimate tracksuit, and I'm actually really excited about that. So let's, without further ado, find the opening to this bag and open it and see what the costume is like. Ooh, I was right. It does feel better than what I was afraid they were going to make it out of. This is nice. And let's open this up. Move this out of the way. Okay, so let's look at the pants first. Oh, oh, thank God. Immediately I can tell that these pants are actually long. I don't know if they will be long enough, because when I look at pants, I usually just assume that they're not gonna be long enough, because that's just me and my experience. But the inseam actually looks quite long, so hopefully it fits my equally long legs. I can't explain to you how happy I am about the material. I really can't. I can't explain enough how happy I am. It's shiny, and even after being folded up in this bag, like, it's not wrinkled. That's one of the nice things about this stuff. The uniform fabric that a lot of these companies use for everything, it wrinkles, and it holds wrinkles really, really, really intensely. And so you have to iron that stuff basically every single time you wear it, or else it just looks... it doesn't look as clean and professional as it could. But this stuff does not wrinkle. It does not hold wrinkles the way that that other stuff will. It has a nice, thick, white rib. Oh my God, these pants have pockets. Hold the phone, these pants have pockets. Oh my God, I'm sorry, pockets excite me. Oh, look at that. Okay, look, if you look on the inside, it has pockets. These are white mesh pockets, which is an interesting choice, actually. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I wasn't expecting the pockets at all, but this is great. This is getting better and better. As I was saying before I completely lost my mind over the fact that these pants have pockets, it has really nice white trim on the side. It has pockets. It has a fully elasticized waistband, which is going to be nice and comfy underneath the jacket, which is nice. This is typical of tracksuits, so this is accurate. I know about tracksuits because I was on competitive dance teams back when I used to dance all the time. So we had tracksuits, and we wore them all the time to competitions to sort of display our team spirit of whatever school or academy I was a part of. So we had tracksuits, so I know the ins and outs of how those work. It has the Bosco logo on the leg, which is accurate to Viktor's tracksuit. I also want to point out that when I chose this costume, I compared it to other companies that were selling this costume as well. They all make them themselves pretty much, unless they use the same supplier and the same factories, which is possible, I'm not actually sure. But what I did like is that I made sure that this logo was on the correct leg. Other companies that I've seen have actually gotten this wrong and have put the logo on the right leg, but all of the most accurate screenshots that I was able to find when I was researching Viktor's tracksuit costume from the anime, the logo's on the left leg, and I was really happy to see that this company actually got that right. So, kudos. Here is a close-up of the logo. Good quality. Here's a close-up of the trim on the side, the elasticized waistband. Also, holding this up to like my natural waist, which is the smallest part of your waist, which is typically like an inch, inch and a half above your navel. It's different for everybody, depending on your personal body type. But even holding this up all the way up there, which is not where I typically, or most people typically wear their pants. They usually wear it at the relaxed waist, which is lower, usually above, right around the hips. These pants are really long. They listened to my inseam measurement. Oh, thank goodness. I'm sorry, I'm really excited that this might actually fit me. Oh my God, this has like never happened before. Okay, and now for the part that everybody's always really excited about, the jacket. Much like the same thing that I did with the pants, I scrutinized the heck out of this jacket and made sure that all of the patches were accurate and in the correct spots, which these are, at least to the best of my knowledge from my research. I also want to point out that it doesn't smell weird. Sometimes when you order costumes and accessories and stuff, especially shoes, like shoes are a whole different monster, but sometimes when you order stuff, it can come smelling kind of funky. But this stuff actually doesn't smell too bad, which is nice. The design trim on the shoulder and the sleeves. Okay, it's a separate strip piece of the pattern that's been sewn into the sleeve, and that piece has been like screen printed. But it looks really nice. It was constructed very well. This patch is nice. This logo is nice. The zipper is nice. The one thing that I'm nitpicking at this point, because so far I've been really happy with this. The one thing I'm not super happy about is the stretchy knit waistband and the inside of the collar. Reason I'm not happy is that it doesn't quite match the rest of the jacket in terms of color. The rest of this jacket is very white. Like, it is white. Bright white. But the waistband and the collar are slightly off-white. They have a bit more of a cream color, which, like, from a distance isn't like a super big deal, but up close you can definitely see a difference. But, you know, at this point I'm just being picky. It's okay. I mean, this is really good quality. And here is the back with the Russian Olympic team logo on the back. And it's got the patch on the shoulder. And I also want to point out the, does this separate? Yes, this is a separating zipper, thank goodness. The lining of this tracksuit is actually really interesting. The tracksuits that I usually had for when I was doing dance teams and stuff like that, the lining in them was disgusting and really uncomfortable, and you could overheat in them really easily, which to me completely defeats the purpose, and I don't know why they were designed that way. But this, much like the pockets in the pants, it's lined pretty much entirely with this nice quality white sports mesh, which is what you'll find on like the inside of basketball shorts. So I'm actually really happy with this. I won't overheat in this like crazy, which is always a bonus when you're prepared to wear this for, you know, 8+ hours at a convention full of people that are generating heat all day long. Here is the jacket up close. You can see the trim on the sleeve and this patch, as well as this patch. And if you can see what I mean with, it doesn't really show up the same way on the camera, but this cuff and the white of the sleeve are slightly different colors. This is more of an off-white, whereas this is more of a bright white. It's not like a humongous difference, but you can still kind of tell. Also, this is that mesh that I'm talking about. It's nice stuff. Also, when I gave them my measurements, I also made sure to be generous on the measurement that I gave them for the sleeve length. So hopefully they listened. Hopefully this is as long as it needs to be, and we'll find out. Also want to point out that this jacket also has pockets, which is accurate to Viktor, thank goodness. I'm also going to be putting on my Viktor wig for this so that you can kind of see the whole ensemble. And the wig, again, like I said, is also from this company, so it makes sense. So I'm going to slap my hair up into a wig cap real quick and be right back. I should change my eyebrows too. My Viktor wig is like silver, my eyebrows are not silver. And here is the costume and the wig. Ignore my eyebrows that don't quite match this wig right now because I have to film other things today. But yes, I am actually really pleased with how this fits. They listened to me. That's the important thing. The sleeves are actually long enough. I can stretch my arms out and not have the sleeve like end up being down to here. This is great. The shoulder seams are a little bit wider than I thought they would be. They're a little bit farther out, but that's okay because broad-shouldered man build, it's okay. This is very warm and toasty, but not nearly as warm and toasty as it would have been if they had lined this with a poorer choice of material. So they made a good call. What I'm honestly most excited about is the pants though, I gotta be honest, because they're long enough. Here is the back of the jacket. It's got its logo in all the right places. I can zip this all the way up, or I can zip it down. You can see the pants are actually like long enough. They have a nice break at the ankle, which is the proper length that men's pants are supposed to be. The logo is in a good spot. The pockets definitely work. The inseam is comfortable. I can move and do stuff, which is good because it's a tracksuit and you're supposed to like warm up and stretch in these things. Yeah, it works. This fits really, really well. And it's really comfortable too. It's not too warm. It's stretchy, it's soft. This is great. Also, the jacket is like long. It comes down like all the way like to here, which is really nice. I don't like when jackets and shirts have really short hems because it looks awkward. This is actually a really good length. I'm really happy with this. Also, I will briefly talk about this wig. This is after I did some quick cutting and styling for myself for the CMV that I filmed back around Christmas time. So the wig did not come looking like this. It was much more uniform in length and didn't really have this light undercut that I gave it. I do want to go back in still and do some more trimming and thin out the bangs because right now it's incredibly thick. This wig is super thick. It has a nice part that's kind of been built into it. You can pull it back and it still looks pretty good. It's a good length in the back. It's got some nice layering already in it. It's a really nice quality wig and I was honestly really impressed with it. The shipping was also pretty quick, so it did get here in time even with such short notice before I had to film using this cosplay, so yay. One thing I didn't point out that I should have said earlier is that their prices, especially on their wigs, are insanely affordable. This wig is super thick, it's super soft, it's really good quality, but it costs practically nothing. So if you're looking for a high quality wig for a cosplay of yours, but don't want to spend a ton and not know what you're getting, this is a really good place to go. So yeah, that is rollcosplay.com and Wig-Supplier. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you in some way. If you guys are interested in getting a cosplay costume or a wig that's really good quality and also incredibly affordable, definitely check them out. I will be leaving links down in the description box below, as well as links to their other social media if you want to check them out, which I highly recommend. So again, definitely go and scroll down and check out the links that I provide in the description box below this video, and I wish you all the best of luck with all of your cosplay shopping. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care!